Well, hi there. Today is the 14th of October. My name's Annemarie, and I'm here today to do your oracle card readings for the day, and also to deliver some free messages and tell you what's going on in the world. So how are you doing today? Put a comment in the comment box and let me know. How's your day going? Deborah says hello. Hello, Deborah. How are you today? I hope you're doing fine. I can't remember where you're hailing from, so also if you'd like to put a hello and tell me where you're tuning in from, then I know where you're coming from. Okay, so somebody else says hello. You're in one of the groups, so please, if you're watching this and you're in one of my Facebook groups, that's great, but please put your name on the comment, okay? Because other than that, I don't know who it is. Okay, Deborah, Las Vegas, that's right. You told me the name of that street that I couldn't remember where the Golden Nugget was. It was Fremont Street. I remember now. Yay, Deborah. Okay. Good morning, Rhonda. I hope you're having a blessed day today. Yes. Tony, good morning. How are you? Thanks for the awesome review, Tony. Yay. Debbie Johnson says hello. Hello, Debbie. Doing good, working on schoolwork with young one, Heather. Okay, I don't know who that is, but put your name in, okay? So I know who it is. Yeah, I'm psychic, but I'm not that good. I can't guess people's names. Well, sometimes I can, but most of the time I can't guess people's names. Debbie Johnson says she's from Pennsylvania. Hey, I hope Pennsylvania's treating you good. How's the weather up there? The weather in Manchester, because I'm outside Manchester in the northwest England at the moment, and it's not so good. It's not so good. Okay, Danielle. Hey, how you doing, girl? I can see it's you because you're on YouTube. Daniel's talking to me on YouTube. Hey, Danielle, thanks for tuning into the YouTube. Tony says, well worth it. You are. Ah, thank you. That's about the review that Tony put on Annemarie McCormack's Psychic Medium page for me. Yeah, she's been one of my clients for years, and she became a friend. Yes. All my clients become friends in time. This new moon is awful for me. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Tony. We'll send angel blessings your way. That's what we'll do. We'll ask the angels to bless you to make sure that the energy changes up. Heather says hello. Lacey says she's from Southern Illinois. Oh, I've been to Southern Illinois. Let me tell you where I've been. I've been to Geneva in Southern Illinois. I don't know if that's anywhere near where you are. That was a long time ago. That was in the 1980s. I was in Geneva, Illinois, south of Chicago. Becky says, good evening, Annemarie. So where are you from, Becky? Hey? I'd like to know. So everybody's coming on board now. So don't forget to put hello in the box and let me know where you're coming from. I'm going to be talking about the energy of the day first, and then I'm going to ask you to pick one of these three piles. The one with the tiger's eye is on the far left. Let's move them over a little bit because you can still see them, can't you? Then that gives me more space to fan them out in a little bit. The one on the left has a piece of tiger's eye on it. The one in the center has a piece of snowflake obsidian on it today, and the one on the right has a piece of merlinite on it today. Okay, so the tiger's eyes for grounding and keeping your feet anchored to the ground so that you can rise up and get all the things done that you need to get done. The snowflake obsidian is to ground your negative emotions. So if you've been grieving or if you've been upset, that helps ground your negative emotions, okay? And the merlinite is to bring a little bit of magic into your life. Okay. Let's see who else we've got good morning to. Let's see. Oh, it's gone right back up to the top. Let me go further down. Becky Wade says that she's from the northwest Merseyside. Yeah, I've been to Liverpool. I've been round there. Nancy says she's from South Carolina. I've been there too, Nancy. Lacey says she's glad to have missed those awful hurricanes. I bet you did. They hit North Florida a little bit hard as well, didn't they? And then they went over Mississippi and New Orleans way. Karen says hello from Palatka. Hello, Carol. Carol Cook says hello from Manchester. Hello, Carol. Susan says hello from New York. So we're getting people from all over the place. At this later time we lose our Australians because I think it's the middle of the night for them now, mostly. So we lose the people from Australia. But hey, we can't have everything, can we? I'm sure they will watch it on playback. So to all our Australian people that come and watch us, I hope you're watching on playback. Please let me know where you're watching us from. Deborah says we all need a little magic in our lives. Yes, we do. We all need a little magic. And it's coming up to my favourite time of the year, you know, because we're coming up to Halloween. And that's when the veil is the thinnest between heaven and earth, or between the living world and the spirit world, however you want to call it. And it's at this time of the year that our lost loved ones want to make contact with us even more so, because it's easier for them to get in touch. So watch for your signs. When I was meditating this morning, I wrote my notes down. When I was meditating this morning, Pam is from Minnesota. Hey, Pam. This time of the year, the veil is at the thinnest, and it really goes really thin between October 29th till November the 2nd. It gets really thin. Watch for the signs from your lost loved ones. Remember, they are always with you. They're just in a different dimension. Okay, so if you feel their presence around you, talk to them. Don't ignore them, because if they had a body and they were stood right in front of you, you'd have a nice conversation with them, wouldn't you? So when you sense their energy, when you feel them around you, talk to them, have a conversation with them, because this is the time of the year that they can come closer to us. And remember to watch out for the signs that they're sending you. And if you've asked them for a sign and you get one, don't think, oh, is that my imagination running away with me? No, it's your loved ones in spirit sending you those signs. That's what it's all about. All about that, yeah. So I'm just rearranging my desk just a little bit. These are the Sixth Sense Connection Oracle cards. You know, I'm the author of those, and we won an award at the Coalition of Visionary Resources this year, so for the best new divination product. And it took me 3 years in development to get them to the press, and I'm so glad I did. It was like giving birth. It really was. So let's get back to our lost loved ones now. They're in another dimension. It doesn't matter how they passed over. When it was their day to go home, they went home. End of. Some people have a flexible end date because they'll have a near brush with death, or they'll die and they'll come back to life on an operating table. And it's because it wasn't really their time to pass. And that's why we think, oh yeah, they died, but they came back. It wasn't their time to go home. When it's your time to go home, it doesn't matter how you get there. And by home, I mean spirit. You go home when it is your day to go home, okay? They want us to live our happiest, best life ever. They don't want us to be miserable. They don't want us to be sad. They know we're going to grieve for a time, but every time we smile, they smile. Every time we laugh, that helps them so much, because they go, oh, she's laughing, oh, he's laughing, this is good, this is good. They're getting over my loss just a little bit. They're never going to be gone forever, and they're certainly not forgotten. They're just in a different dimension, and we can call upon them anytime we want, okay? So don't forget to call upon your lost loved ones, okay? They don't have any sickness, they don't have any cares in spirit. They're in bliss. This is hell on earth, what we live. So, you know, and many of us can go to hell and back several times over a lifetime. I know I have. And it makes us all the more stronger for it, doesn't it? We have this saying, don't we? What does not kill us makes us stronger. And it does make us all stronger, okay? So smile and be happy, because your lost loved ones in heaven worry about you just as much as you worry about them. So when you both start worrying about each other, they'll get to celebrate what you're up to over here. They'll go, yay, she's doing good. Yay, he's doing good. Yeah, they're doing great. And it's a good thing for them. It really is, okay? So, and also with this week, and we're talking about families, don't forget it's an ideal time to mend fences. It really is. It's a perfect time for you to mend fences. So if you've not been speaking to anybody for a while, pick up the phone, say hello, how are you? It's I've been missing you. How's life doing? How are you doing today? Okay? So don't forget that, because Spirit will also help you with what to say and how to say it. So if you're worried about having a meeting with anybody, whether it's somebody that you're not really on great speaking terms with, or somebody that you know that you need to confront over something, um, ask ask your spirit family to help you. Say, hey, help me out here. What should I say? Because you know, your spirit family and your angel guides and your spirit guides, they can't help you unless you ask them to. So you need to be prepared to ask them to intercede on your behalf and say, come on, I need some help with this. Thank you for whatever help you're going to bring me that's going to help me sort out my problem with XYZ. Okay? So let's see what we've got here. Shirley Cross says first time watching, so hi Shirley. Tony says I can't tell the difference between my with my electronics. Is it Nona or is it Mercury retrograde? Well, Mercury's not really gone that retrograde yet. But having said that, I had a problem with electrics in my own house on Saturday. So either way, it can be that. But Spirit always interferes with electrics with me. I'm never very good with electrical stuff. And sometimes I think it's just my own psychic energy. I have a tendency to blow things up, and things don't last as long with me as what they do with some other people. And that, I believe, is down to my own psychic energies. Okay, so somebody else says hello. So hello to the member in the group that's just said hello. Put your name in and let me know you're here. Okay, so be happy. Focus on bringing some happiness into your life. Focus on being the best version of yourself that you can. Focus on being the best you that you can be. All right, now I'm going to go on to the messages. These are my Sixth Sense Connection Oracle cards. These are what I'm going to be using to bring messages to you. I actually have a YouTube channel at sixthsenseconnection.com. YouTube, sixthsenseconnection.com. I have some Facebook groups as well. I have Sixth Sense Oracle cards at Facebook, and for the members in that group, I do some free messages from time to time as well. It's free to join. It is not one of those paid things where I'm going to ask you for money every month. It's not that kind of thing at all. Okay, so join that with pleasure. If you have purchased Sixth Sense Connection Oracle cards, we also have Sixth Sense Oracle School, which is a free group for all people that want to study and learn more and how to read their Sixth Sense Connection Oracle cards. You can use them as a meditation tool, you can use them as a self-development tool, you can use them to read for yourself and others. I designed them that way and they work amazingly well. Okay, I use them all the time, and I did a lot of testing with them until I actually printed the final version. It's Michelle in the group. Hello Michelle. Karen says she picked C. So now come on ladies and gentlemen, if you've got any gentlemen with us today, pick either the pile on the left, the pile in the centre, or the pile to the far right. Okay, let's see. And if you want a message, a personal message after I've done these, then you have to like and share. Okay, so here we go. Everybody's picking piles now. Pick a pile, and if you're watching this at a later date, this will still apply to you. So pick a pile. Pick the one with the tiger's eye on, the one with that's on the left, the one in the center has some snowflake obsidian, the one on the far right has a piece of merlinite, and we're looking for some magic in our lives. Okay, so the tiger's eye grounds us while helping us to reach our artistic potential. The snowflake obsidian helps ground our emotions and helps bring the light in, helps let the grief subside, and the merlinite helps bring the magic back into our lives. And we could all do with a bit of magic, couldn't we? But pick the pile that you feel drawn to. Pick the pile that jumps out at you, because that will be the one that'll have a special message in for you. Okay, right, so let's get on with this now, shall we? So this is the first pile, and these cards, I designed them to be read intuitively. So they've got key words on them, and they're made with a linen finish, which is quite a bit sturdier than your regular cardstock that you tend to find on tarot and oracle cards, and mine talk about the good as well as the bad. Okay, so the first card out is the imagination card. So that's the background of it. The center is the emerge card, and the result is success. Ooh. Okay, so let's think about this now. So we need to use our imagination. We need to use our imagination so that we can emerge into being a more successful person. So what about your imagination are you discrediting? Because your imagination is your precursor to being inspired, to being in inspiration. So let your imagination roam to all fun and imaginary places, you know. I mean, I believe in mermaids, I believe in unicorns. We were talking about all this before, and my son said, Mom, unicorns are just, they still exist. They're just rhinos, they're just misunderstood in this day and age. So we were having a chuckle about that before. So, you know, whether you believe that a unicorn is a rhinoceros or whether you believe the mythical creature did exist, that's entirely your preference. Let your imagination roam. So is it a rhino, or did it exist, or is it just mythical? You know, the choice is yours to make. But nobody, I mean, think about this, everybody has to use their imagination at some point. We get very imaginative with children, don't we, when we're trying to teach them things when they're babies. We go, ooh, goo, 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 we go all silly and daft, and we try to get them to eat their food, and we play silly games with them that we make up as we go along. And that's because we're using our imagination, yeah? Okay? So your planes, your trains, your cars, your lights, I mean, none of them would have been invented if we didn't use our imagination, would we? I mean, Thomas Edison, he, I think it was his 2000 attempt before he invented the light bulb. But, you know, he had to use his imagination to keep redesigning and coming up with it. So your imagination is a very important part of you. So do not discredit it. Have some fun with it, okay? So let it roam. And then the centre card is about us emerging. So who needs to emerge to be the star in their own life? Who's hiding behind the curtain? Come out the curtain. Quit hiding behind the curtain. Take centre stage in your own life. Say, hello everybody, it's me, I'm here. One of my friends used to say that all the time, Gay. She used to say, hello everybody, it's me, I'm here. And you know, and she just used her imagination, and she just sparkled, and she took centre stage. So let's all sparkle and take centre stage if we pick the pile to the left, because this is the emerge card, because it's saying that you're hiding your light under a bushel, meaning that you're staying in the shadows without coming into the limelight. So please come into the limelight. Please come into the light. You could do wonderful things if you just accept that you are meant to be front and center. So make sure you're front and center, okay? And then the next card in this pile is a success card. And the success card says, yes, we can, you know, because we put the whole things together. We've got to be creative. It's time to reinvent ourselves, because that's what the emerge card is about. It's about reinventing you, accepting who you are, accepting where you're at, accepting that you're quite all right, because you're very unique. There's only one of you out there. So billions of people on this planet, and there's just one you. Imagine that. So that's your gift. So be yourself, be your uniqueness, celebrate who you are, and take center stage in your own life so that you can get the success that you deserve. Get the success, go for it. So if you've been thinking about getting a new job, something new situation, just go for it, because success is assured at the moment. Okay, right. So that was pile A, which is the one on the left. Okay, so Deborah chose the tiger's eye. That's you. You're one on the left, Deborah. So go for it this week. Okay, Debbie Johnson picked pile A as well, which is the one on the left. Let's see, Carol Cook picked pile A. Yay, Carol. Okay, somebody says that they have my cards. They love them. They're beautiful. Thank you. Deborah's got pile A. Let's see if I see anybody else with pile A. Going backwards and forwards up this list. So there you go, pile A's. You're doing great. Okay, so let's go for pile B now. Let's see what we have for the pile B's. The center pile is pile B. So let's see what we've got here for pile B. Pile B. Let's go back to the cards so you can see them. Okay, so they don't look great, do they? But they're looking all right. So let me explain these to you. Pile B is going on about you put yourself at risk. You didn't do something when you should have done it. You could have stayed in a relationship too long. You could have tried to help somebody too long. You could have been working too long and upset your health balance. You could have been trying too hard in anything, but this implies that you've just been oblivious to the things that you should have been doing instead of taking charge of yourself and putting your own needs first. Okay, so wherever this applies in your life, you'll know where it applies. So it's like, get out of harm's way, and you didn't get out of harm's way, you didn't see it coming. So because of that, you had a whole fresh start, and perhaps it was a good thing you had a fresh start. Fresh start can always be good, because it's the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's telling us it's time to begin again. It's time to celebrate that we've got all this information, we've got all this knowledge. Maybe we can turn it into wisdom. Maybe we can become strong enough and happy enough to build a better life regardless. Okay, maybe we trusted the wrong people, but it's time to begin again. It's time for the phoenix to rise from the ashes. And because you have all this knowledge about how not to do things, and how not to be too trusting, and how not to get walked all over like a doormat or trod on like a doormat, then we're going to know that it is something that we're going to reinvent. We're going to reinvent ourselves. Okay, right? So this is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Okay, so that's that. So okay, let me see if I can get her name right. Now Shin, was it right? Now Shin says, I love listening to you. Well, thank you for joining us. Tony says, I picked A and B, not sure on A so far. Well, let's see about B. Okay, and then somebody else says, hi, Annemarie, but I don't know who it is. Okay, because you're in one of the groups, so please put your name in the box. So we've got the phoenix rising from the ashes. So this is the perfect time to begin again. Maybe you got COVID. Maybe that's how you put yourself in harm's way. Maybe you got sick with something else. But whatever you did, whether you stayed in a relationship too long, whether you did too much for people, it's done now. It's time to begin again, because the phoenix wants you to rise from the ashes, and it wants you to reinvent your life in ways that make you happier. Okay, right? So then the card C, well, the third card in this one is relax. So it's kind of like, you know what, now you're reinventing your life. Don't try too hard, don't overdo it, don't push the boat out too far, because you've got your spirit guides with you, and you will accomplish things with love, with grace, and with ease. So don't be thinking, oh my God, I've got to begin again, I've got all this stuff to do. Take it in your stride. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Okay, take it in your stride. All right, so that's what the center pile is telling us. Take it in your stride. Everything in moderation, even in moderation. Okay, now we're going to go for the third pile. So let's get the cards again and go for the third pile. Okay, right, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so the first card out is caution. Now I think that this has to do with Mercury retrograde, because Mercury's gone retrograde. It's still a little bit stationary, but it started to go backwards. So when Mercury goes retrograde, it tells you, unless you have to, don't sign any big contracts. Don't make any huge decisions that you could maybe regret later. You see the little two boys on the card here? They've got the light at the back. There's a little bit in front, but they've got the light in the back. So they might be wise enough to know better and daft enough to do it again. So proceed with caution. So anything that you've been thinking about doing this week, if it's signing papers or signing documents, just be careful, go with caution, because it's not necessarily the great time to do that. Now, the change card comes up with that as well, because it's saying that you're restless and you need change. You are restless. So it's not about sticking where you are. It's not about not doing anything. It's not about procrastination. It's about making good decisions that work for you. So make sure that the decisions that you make are with your own best interests at heart. Make those decisions for you. And change. I mean, change is scary. All change is scary, isn't it? But we can accomplish it, can't we? I always say to yourself, what do you want? Do you want more of the same, or do you want change? Because the true definition of insanity, in my opinion, is doing the same things over and over again and expecting a different outcome. If you do the same things, you're going to get the same results. So if you want your life to change, you have to start doing things differently, don't you? Okay? Right? So let's do things differently. So that's the change card, and then the third card that comes up with this is the eight, is card number 8, which is abundance, and abundance is like whoa. So we can cautiously, don't sign anything you don't have to, but cautiously, this is a really good time for changing, and you can move forward with some money in your pocket, and you should be okay with abundance. So there you go. Okay. So get on board, get on with it, enjoy it, and remember, if you pick pile 3 or pile C, whichever you want to call them, remember to be like a tree. Remember to go with the wind, to accept the climates of change, to accept people exactly how they are and not try to change them, because they are who they are. They might not have your 100% approval, but they are who they are, and you're going to be who you're going to be, and there ain't nothing going to change that, is there? You're not going to change. I'm not going to change. I'm too old to change. But having said that, I did make some huge changes in my life a few years back. So whenever we want to change, we can change. It's entirely up to us. So learn to go with the wind, okay? Right? So Karen says, these are spot on, just nervous with the retrograde because my road trip on Friday. I'm sure you've liked and shared, Karen. Oh, you need to like the page as well. I'm not sure if you've liked the page. Oh, and that's something else I wanted to tell people about. I've had to invite quite a few of you to like the page. You come on the posts, so like the posts, and then that gives me the opportunity to see if you're a page follower. And if you're not a page follower, I've invited you to become a page follower, because I can see that you come to my page but you've not liked it. So you need to like the page, okay? And you need to like the post, and you need to share the post. All right. Much love, Nisi McMillan. Hello, Nisi. I hope you're doing okay. Deborah says the C cards sound more like me. Okay. Well, you just pick the ones that jump out at you. Right. So let's get a few messages. Okay. So Danielle said that she liked and shared. Let's see if I've missed somebody that didn't say hello to. Just going through the list here, see if I can find somebody I didn't say hello to. I think I said hello to Michelle. Shirley, hello. Claudia. All right. Hello, Claudia. Hello, Jen. Hello, Jennifer. Hello now, Shin. Hope I've got that right. Tony. Yeah, I said hello to you. Susan Marie Williams. Hello. Your first time here. Danielle, I said hello to. Susan Williams said hello. How are you? I'm good, thank you. All right. So I think I've got everybody. Pam liked and shared. Oh, you can't like it and share on Annemarie's Oracle cards because it's already broadcasting simultaneously to that group. You need to like it and share it to your own page as a watch party, okay? Because otherwise we'll get all these different things on the same, well, we get all the same things on the same group. So I always like it and share it to Annemarie's Annemarie's Oracle cards and Sixth Sense Connection. So Missy Jane says, hi from Australia, anything for me please? You're up late, Missy Jane. Okay, what you need to do in order to get a private message, you need to like and share this post as a watch party on your own page and any other groups that you have permission to share in. And please invite all your friends to join us. We really need more people on on my page. Okay, I need to get my page growing. So I'm going to write Danielle down for a message. Okay, she'll be number 1. Let's see who else says that they've liked and shared. And I hope the messages make sense to you. And if they make sense to you as well, if you had a really good message, make sure you let me know, okay? And if you've had a private reading from me before and you haven't written a review about it, please write a review on this page. That would be most helpful. Let me see if I can see. Lacey from Missouri. Okay. So put a comment in the box if you've shared it, if you've liked and shared the post, and I'll get a message for you. Okay. Susan, can you see my comments? I can now. I don't see everybody's comments as well. That's something else. I don't know why. I don't know why I see. Somebody wrote locked and shared. So somebody's said that they've liked and shared, and I don't know your name. Oh, Pam, I meant on Annemarie's Oracle page. You have to share it somewhere else. Susan has shared a few times to my post. So Suzanne is getting a message. So don't forget to look at your invites, because you might get an invite. Missy Jane says that she shared. Okay. All right, so there we go. Whoops, Niecy McMillan. What? Okay, have you liked and shared it, Niecy? Let me know in the box. Okay. Right, so here's Danielle's message. Let's get a message for Danielle. Okay, Danielle. Woo hoo hoo. We got the power. I got the power. So, what you have to understand is that you are a kick-ass warrior goddess. You can do anything that you want to do, Danielle. Yay. Okay. Right. Deborah Shoemaker shared. And Niecy shared. Okay, so this is for Danielle. I got the power. So Danielle, it's all about you deciding that this is who you are. And sometimes a strong woman like this, you know, not everybody likes you. Some people get a bit jealous of you because you just say what you mean what you say, you get on with it, you're not frightened to take front and centre, you know, and you get on with it, okay? Hi Deb, I can see your comment now. Okay, I couldn't see any comments before. Okay, but I can see them now. So Danielle, celebrate who you are. You are this princess warrior goddess. You can do anything that you want to do. Okay, and what's on your mind comes right out your mouth. People do not have to watch their backs with you, because you will say it straight to their face. All right, and that's okay. That's a good way to be, Danielle. Okay. So it's kind of like, get out the way, I'm coming through. I can have it done while you're thinking about it. So go girl. That's what the energy is for you this week. Okay. So that's Danielle's. So now we're going to go to Suzanne. Okay, Suzanne. Oh, Suzanne, what we've got for you, we've got the manipulation card came out for you. Now, manipulation isn't a bad word, not necessarily a bad word. Okay. Okay. This is what we got for you, Suzanne. Okay, so what this is meaning is there's a situation coming up for you this week where you can use power, you can use your own power, or you can try and force things to your way of thinking. Don't try and manipulate things around to your way of thinking. Just tell them exactly what you think, okay? Get it sorted. Tell them what you think, and tell them honestly. Come from your heart center while you're telling them what it is that you need to do, okay? And get it done. Get them on your side. Get them working with you. Don't let them think that you're not telling them the whole truth. Tell them the whole truth. You've got nothing to lose. Tell it as it is. Then you're coming from a place of power, and you can manipulate things positively and not negatively. Okay? All right, Suzanne. Danielle says, oh, Suzanne says, thank you. Danielle says, I love you, Anne-Marie. Well, I love you too, Danielle. Yay. Well, that's you, girl. I know Danielle because she comes to me for readings when I'm in Florida. So I've seen Danielle numerous times over the years. So I know that that card represents you, girl. Okay, now the next card out is for Missy Jane. Now, Missy Jane, what we've got for you, we've got the Believe card come up for you. So you need to believe in yourself more, girl. You are not necessarily as confident in your own abilities as, oh, whoops, wrong card again. You are not as necessarily as confident in your own abilities or as comfortable in your own skin as you should be. You can do anything that you set your mind to do, okay? You can do anything. You are amazing, okay? You can fly high, Missy Jane. You can do it. You're awesome. So believe in miracles because you are one. Believe that you can set your mind to do anything that you can do, okay? So, because you can do it, Missy Jane. So this is a good time for you. So you go, girl, because there's nothing much that's going to get in your way as long as you believe in yourself, you stand firm to your principles, and you say, this is me, this is how it's going to be, and I believe in me, and I'm going to get it done, okay? So Danielle says, thank you, Annemarie McCormack. Yay, thank you, Danielle. Susan says, thank you so much, you bang on, you're a lovely angel. Oh, thank you. Okay, so the next card I have out is for Deborah. Okay, Miss Deborah Shoemaker. Debbie Brandt, did you like and share? Okay. Missy Brown says, thank you. Somebody says, hi, sweetie, but I don't know who that is. You're going to have to put your name in there. Okay. So like and share, Deb Brandt. I'm sure you will. And I'm sure that Jennifer's going to do that in California. Jennifer always shares in California, don't you, Jen? I always see that you've shared. Okay. So, where am I now? I am with Deborah's message. Oh, it's Nan. You always have to tell me your name, Nan, because you're always in the bloody groups. That's fine, but tell me your name. Okay. Right, alright. So we're going to put Nan on the list as well. Okay, so now we're going for Niece's message. I did Deborah's message, didn't I? Did I do Deborah's message? Yeah, I did. I got the believe card. Alright, so here's Niece's message. Oh, and somebody said it's me, Tracy. Alright, Tracy. Okay, so here's a message for Nisa. Come on, Nisa, let's see what we can get for you. Oh, Nisa, it's cut the cord time for you, sweetheart. So what that's about figuring out where there's negative energy in your life. It's figuring out, have you been going through a hard time? Have you got all these attachments from all negative things that's happened in the past? So it's cord cutting time. So you call in the angels, you say, oh, Deborah says she didn't get a message. Sorry, Deborah, I'll come back to you. Woo-hoo-hoo, sorry. I'll come back to you next time, in the next one. This is for Nisa. Nisa, you need to cut negative cords from anything and everybody that has been upsetting you, dragging you down, making you feel depressed, making you feel like nazi, confused, concerned, whatever. You need to cut those cords. So what you need to do, you can do this with a wooden spoon. I have a nice clear quartz Vogel, okay? I love this Vogel. So what we do is we do this. This is Nisa. This is Nisi from Florida. This is her message. Okay, so you go Archangel Michael, and you get your wooden spoon, because you can do it with a wooden spoon, and you go all around your body, and you say, please cut any cords, any negative cords or ties that have attached themselves to me advertently or inadvertently. Okay, so please replace those cords with ones filled with love, with light, with joy, with good opportunities and prosperity. Okay, so that's all you need to do. Archangel Michael, please cut all the negative cords and ties that have attached themselves to me advertently or inadvertently. Please replace those cords with ones filled with love, with light, with joy and abundance and prosperity. And so it is. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for doing that for me. Amen. Okay, and that's that one. And remember, archangels are not attached to any religion. They're not. They don't have a religion. They're from God. Okay, God does not have a religion either, contrary to some people's popular beliefs. Okay, Nisi says thank you. Thank you, Nisa. Suzanne Williams says your messages are so warm and so nice to listen to. Oh, that's nice. Okay, I've tried to share and like. Well, you've got to like the page, Deb, as well. If you like the page and you like the post, it should let you like and share it. Okay, so now we're going back to Deborah. Let's go for Deborah's message. Deborah from Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Okay, Deborah. Oh, healer. We've got the healer for you, Deborah. So is there something that you need to see the healer over? Is there something that you need to... Yes, okay, there's something you need to see the healer over. Okay, so make sure that gets sorted and that gets done, because it's a priority. Spirit's saying you need to make this a priority. Okay, get it sorted, get it done. You know, while you know, I mean, I know things are a little bit harder during COVID, but get it done. You'll get to see the right health professional and they'll get it sorted for you. That's the message from Spirit. Okay, this one is for Deb Brandt, and he's jumping out at me. And this is Unity, Deb. Okay, this is for Deb Brandt. We just did Deborah Shoemaker from Las Vegas, and now we're doing Deb Brandt. Okay, so this is the message for you, Deb Brandt, and it's talking about bringing unity into your life, into your heart, mind, body and soul, getting everything working together on the same page, and bringing unity within your family as well. And when we can see the world through the eyes of a child, we've still been given so much, can't we? Have we got something to complain about? Have we got something to be grateful about? It's time to be grateful about everything. So Deb Brandt, please be grateful about every single thing, okay? And just say, you know, I've been given this wonderful world, I've been given this wonderful life, I have this wonderful family, you know, my circumstances are ideal, because we say it like we want it. We don't say, oh shit, life's shit, nothing freaking well's happening that's good for me. You know, we just say wonderful things. We say life is wonderful, I'm doing great, thank you. Because when you acknowledge the blessings that you've been given, it opens up the door for Spirit to bless you even more, okay? And we all want blessing even more, don't we? So that's how you attract more blessings. That's how those people that annoy you sometimes because everything goes right for them, and you think, oh my God, they're so freaking happy all the time. How do they do it? Well, I'm one of those people that's so freaking happy all the time. Sorry, but I am. It's very rare. I'm down. I'm usually up, 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 and that's how I have to be, okay? Because that's me. I'm not trying. I'm not pretending. I'm being me. But when I wasn't that way, I started faking it until I made it. Because, you know, if somebody says to me, how are you doing, Annemarie? I would always say, if my life was any better, I'd have to be twins. And they say, is it? Is it that good? Go on. It is now. I'm speaking to you. Okay? So now we're on to Jen, my California girl. Let's get a message out for Jen. Okay. Somebody says hello. I don't know who it is, but hello. Susan sends me lots of hearts. That's good. Roy Smith says hello. Somebody says liked and shared. I don't know who it is, but somebody else says liked and shared. So if you don't type your name, I'll probably send you a message later on. Okay, I think it's Nan, because I've got Nan on my list next. All right, Jen. Okay, let's see what we've got for our California girl. It's this one, because it's turned the wrong way. This is the one that Spirit's telling me. Make sure that you stay out of harm's way, okay? So if you've got to make any trips in the next couple of days, make sure you've got your mask, make sure you've got all that stuff, make sure the tyres on your car are fine. Just be careful when travelling. I just feel like it's something about travelling, okay, Jen? So be careful. Don't put yourself at risk for anybody. If somebody strange comes anywhere near you without a mask, say, get away. Get out of my space. You've not got no mask on. Don't come nowhere near me. So please watch that over the next couple of days, Jennifer, okay? Right. So we've got Jennifer. Now we're going to go to Nan. And Roy Smith says he liked and shared. Okay. Okay, Nan. Where's your message? Where's Nan's message? Okay. Oh, Nan, you got the same message as somebody did earlier. So you need to believe in yourself a little bit more, Nan. You need to believe that life is a miracle, and that it's a miracle that you're here, because your loved ones are looking to help you. They want to help you. They want you to do well. You've got to believe in yourself, Nan, and put your best foot forward. I know it's very hard, because I feel like you try to figure things out a little too much. And I think that that's overthinking. And I think that sometimes we don't get anywhere, do we, when we overthink? We've just got to believe. We've got to write it down. We've got to have a plan, and we've got to go for it. So please just start going for it, Miss Nan, okay? go for it. All right. So Roger Smith says liked and shared. Oh, Roy Smith, sorry, says liked and shared. So I don't think I've seen you on here before, Roy. So let's see. Oh, Rog, sorry. We've got Rog Smith, we've got Roy Smith. It's going to be the same one. Okay, so Mr. Smith, whether you're Roy or you're Rog, here's your message. Message for Mr. Smith. Oh, and it's jumping out at me. And it's telling us that you've got to use your power. You've got to manipulate things. That came out before for somebody else as well. This could all be to do with Mercury retrograde as well, you know, because sometimes communications can be difficult and manipulation appears, and it tells us that communications can be difficult. So you've got to use your own power and not force. When you're using your power, you're coming from your center, you're coming from your gut, you're coming from truth. When you're using force, you're coming from a place of fear that things are not necessarily going to go your way. Don't even have that thought. Just decide this is how it's going to be. I'm going to talk to them, and this is what's going to happen. Okay? So that's the message for Mr. Smith for this week. Okay? So watch for where that comes up. Now, oh, I missed out. Oh, thanks for the flower, Suzanne. Thank you. It's Rog Smith. He says it's Rog Smith. Oh, okay. Kerry, a message for Kerry. Okay, Kerry, and I've got a message for Tracy coming up as well. A message for Kerry. All right, Miss Kerry. Okay, Miss Kerry. This is the message that we've got coming out for you, which is be fearless. Okay, so when we look at this card, and when we're reading cards intuitive, we've got to look into them to see what's going on. And as the images reflect in your mind's eye, a vision and a picture starts to form, okay? And these are my Sixth Sense Connection Oracle cards that took me 3 years to develop and to get printed. And they won an award, Coalition of Visionary Sources, Best Divination Product 2020. Okay, so the card says fearless. So look at this little girl, and this is you. Sometimes we feel like we're a child because we're not used to doing certain things. So there's something coming up that might be a little strange to you, might be new territory, might be something that you don't have to do often at all, Kara. And you've really got to meet that head on. You've got to meet it head on, because it might look like it's big and overwhelming and scary, but at the end of the day, just, you know, it's a big cuddly fox. We could just give it a tickle and it'd move out of the way. So don't let your fears be larger than life. Face everything and rise. Don't forget everything and run. Just face it. You can do this. Be fearless. And even if you're quaking in your boots, nobody's going to know, are they? You just stand there and you fake it till you make it, and you say, out the way, I'm coming through. Okay, Kara? So that's your message. Okay. So, where am I now? Roy Smith, thank you. Miss myself, maybe. Okay, all right. Right. I'm thinking of a new career. Well, do it, Carrie. Go for the new career. Look into it. There's nothing to fear except fear itself. Look into things. And you know, a little exercise I do sometimes as well, which might help you. I do a light meditation and say, okay, we're going to look into a new career. Let's say we're going to be a plane pilot, just for argument's sake. Let's say we're going to pilot a plane. We're going to pilot a ship, pilot anything. Just close your eyes and visualize yourself in that position, in that job, and see if you like it. See if it inspires you. See if you think, oh yeah, I'm going to enjoy going to work every day doing this. Look at all those things. Just like play a little story in your head about how it's going to be and what's going to happen. And you'd be surprised, because things might pop into your mind that you didn't anticipate or didn't expect, and they could be pleasantly surprising you, or they could be saying, maybe I need to rethink this one. So like with all things, you know, just check it all out, but be fearless. It's time for you to change your career. Okay, right, see if I've got anything else. Oh, Kerry says, thank you. I have a set of your beautiful cards. Yay, go girl, go girl, go girl. Well, I think, oh, I've got to do Tracy. I meant to do Tracy's and I forgot, okay? So let's do Tracy's. Now don't forget to like the post. Oh, Tracy, you've got to be patient, sweetheart. So there's things going around you on at the moment that are trying your patience. You're like, ah, you're tearing your hair out over it. So don't lose your temper, don't lose your cool. Stay calm, okay? That's the first way to make a woman lose her temper, isn't it? Is to tell her to stay calm, but just stay calm, stay focused. Say, this is what I want to achieve, okay? Just like the frog on the card wants to get closer to the fairy because maybe she'll kiss him and turn him into a prince, you know, and the fairy, so the frog needs to be bolder and the fairy needs to be gentler, and they both need to have patience with each other. So this could be about your relationship with your other half, Tracer. So you both need to be patient with each other, you know, and not, I've been patient long enough. Just need to be patient and look at things differently. Be prepared to see things differently, okay? And things will be a whole lot better. So Bruce says, any messages for me? I'm new to your page. You need to like and share it, Bruce. Share the post. I'm thinking of a new career. Oh, we did that one. I think I've seen everybody that I've seen at the moment. If I see you later on that you've liked and shared, and I can click on your page to see where you've shared it, then I'll probably send you a message later on, because I don't see everybody on these messages. I only see what Spirit wants me to see at any point in time, or what Facebook allows me to see, but I don't see everybody's message till later. So if I didn't mention you, I am very, very sorry. Please accept my sincere apologies. Once again, my name is Annemarie McCormack, and I will be on here on Friday at 4 p.m. in the UK time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Times. I'll be doing the energy for the weekend. Oh, somebody said I went to YouTube. Thank you. I'll be doing the weekend for the energy for the weekend. Okay? So take care, and I'll give you an inspiring message tomorrow if you come back tomorrow. But I will be doing the next live on Friday. Okay? Take care. Lots and lots of love. Have lots of fun, everybody. Stay safe. Mercury's retrograde, and wear your mask. Okay? Bye now.